Hi, this is Universal Vibes with the 411 2020. This is Taurus's love read for February 2020. So I'm redoing you guys' love read. Okay? And trust me, it's because of it's for a good reason. So the other one I will not post. Libra I did yesterday, and then it posted this morning. That's how long it takes for things to post. Today is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you guys. Those who celebrate. I don't know why you wouldn't celebrate love, right? Even if it's not like romantic love, whatever, you know, just the idea. Love of self, maybe. Alright. What do we have for Taurus? This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, Lord. I may get interrupted. Kind of happens. Okay, Taurus. Okay, so your situation, Taurus, okay, is stay optimistic about your love life, right? But with that, we have the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Swords, okay? So, and at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. So, what's behind that? Yeah, okay. So, Taurus, you were known for kind of being a little bit stubborn, you know. I'm a Taurus Jupiter placement, so I can get this, right? But your current situation is stay optimistic. So you've been through some wounding, and the reason for that is to cut other people out of your life that do not serve you in a union structure, right? Because this is a love read. If you guys didn't get the memo, go ahead and go back to past reads, and you'll figure out what I'm talking about, okay? So that's the current situation. It's getting out of clinicism. I don't even think that's a word. Clinical mindset, right? And, you know, cutting certain people out of your life, out of your relationship, whatever. So the issue, current issue, we have the Oracle of Passion. So maybe you're not feeling, maybe you're just not feeling like motivated in life, like you have no passion when it comes to your career path, or when it comes to, you know, I don't like the energy of you guys. I just don't. This is not normal. Stay optimistic about your love life. Nine of Wands with the Queen of Swords. You've been through some crap, and you gotta cut through it, you know? Okay, so the issue, passion, right? Okay. Stay focused. Alright. There's too much. Y'all have just too much energy. Like weird energy. Okay, so the issue is passion with 3 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. So what this tells me is this does not apply to all you Taurus, okay? Bottom of the deck is strength. Okay, so somebody has let their passion, okay, whether it's, you know, their hobby, which basically you can create a career out of that. If you didn't know that, now you know. Whatever you're passionate about, you can create, you know, anything from, right? With the 3 of Pentacles, right? You can go into a contract. There's 2 like little mud hopper planes going by right now in the background. So, yeah, you can fly your own ship. And this all has to do with work. So your issue is passion with going into a contract with work for you Tauruses. Whereas somebody could be trying to block you at work and you have to show strength, right? From the opposition. Stay optimistic, passion. You Tauruses have had you've had it almost worse than I did. 2016, 17, and 18, and 19. Here comes Ziggy. Okay. But there's a time and a place to get over this stuff, right? And so sometimes what we need to do is we need to say, hey, you know, I've gathered my strength. I know what I'm good at. And I'm going to go ahead and, you know, study, right? I don't want to be in limbo anymore. I don't want to carry the burden anymore because my intuition serves me for my creativity and my abundance, right? Okay, so that's the issue. And you guys are just strange right now. Like, okay, so the present moment, right? You guys are offering somebody a okay, so you guys are offering somebody a part of you, but you're not complete and whole within your heart, right? And so that's not going to work. It's just not. Because you're too clinical wounded. You need to cut that out. So that's the present, like, in order to stay optimistic, in order to go back to a positive thought form, right? Sorry, I'm getting a download. Hold on. You need to listen to your higher self. You need to know yourself. Okay, so sometimes I can't sync my vibe to your guys' vibe right now. So there's an issue, okay? So that means that your vibration is so low right now that I can't even understand. Okay, this is no offense to Taurus that this resonates with, okay? And I don't care if you dislike this video. This is somebody who needs to hear this. So your vibration is so low, I can't even sync with it, okay? Like there's no, There's just no way. Oh, and so a totem for you to research. This is, so a totem for you to research is the moose. Okay? Is there another one? Because some of you aren't going to get what that means. Okay. They're just showing me crows and stuff, like ravens or whatever. Which is okay. You got to transition. Okay, so basically, you're an earth sign, right? You're supposed to be completely grounded. And there's been some sort of traumatic event that's been going on for many years, right? That you haven't gotten over yet. So the reason why passion is the problem is because you're not passionate about anything anymore. So sometimes when, and I've had this happen to me, and I'll tell you the way I got over it. That's kind of personal, but I'll tell you, just in case it helps somebody out there. When passion is your problem, like your motivation factor, right? To complete a task and go to work. Like when it's that bad, like the hurt, when it hurts that bad, basically, the only thing that helped me, and this doesn't mean that it's going to necessarily help you, it's just something that can kind of help you transition, right? I haven't even got to your solution/action. Maybe I should do that first before I get into that. So your solution/action is separation. Time apart from somebody is on the horizon. Okay. Alright, so we just have the High Priestess here confirming this. So you already know, and with the world, right? So this is somebody probably at a distance from you, or, you guys kind of live a little bit far apart. And even if you didn't live far apart, separation is still needed because this is the way that the divine wants it, right? So basically what I did for the issue, right, to I did my best, okay? So there's a difference between when you say in your mind, I am trying to, and when you say I'm doing the best I can. There's a huge difference in that wording, okay? Massive. And when you actually do give your all, your best, right, to get over a traumatic, cycle, okay, where you were just hurt, like, over and over. This is almost going to make me cry. That's why I don't want to spend too much time on this current situation with y'all. When you lose your motivation from a situation like that, what I did was I went and bought this journal at Target when I lived in Kansas City, okay? And I remember the day that I went and bought it, and I was just, torn up, heartbroken. And I looked at all these journals and this and that, and I bought like 4 or 5. I'm an Aries. Like, I'll just, okay, I'll take this one, I'll take this one, I'll take this one, whatever, right? But I bought 4 or 5 journals, right? And so I chose one, and on the first page of one of these journals, what I put down was, and it was in the book flap part of it, so it really wasn't the actual first page. And what I put down was, and this journal was like this thick, like an inch, at least an inch, okay? That's how much paper was in it, right? And I said, I declared, I petitioned the archangels, because I work with the archangels most often, and master guides. I work with those as well. I just didn't know that at that time. I said, I, Heather, blank, blank, on this day of blank, blank, petition Archangel Michael, or whatever you guys believe in, my higher self. Your higher self is God, by the way, okay? For those of you that didn't know, like, your higher self is 9D consciousness, okay? And I said that, and I said all this stuff, and I just put it all into one. I did not light a candle. I didn't do anything like weird and this and that. But I poured my heart into this first statement. In all time, space, reality, and dimension, ask that all I write in this journal I be free from in all time, space, dimension, reality from here on out. And then whenever I had a trigger, right, with the Queen of Swords, of wounding, right, okay, where I felt not optimistic, okay, I would write in this journal. And I started this journal in 2017, okay, and by the time I had it filled up, it was 2019, yeah, 2019. And so every like nasty thought form that came into my brain, past tense, heartbreak, times where I felt alone, ashamed, just like I wasn't worth anything, I would write in this journal. But I already did my precursor, right, for this journal, this one journal. So everything that I wrote was not going to affect me in a negative way. It was basically freeing me in all time, space, reality, and dimension. It's a beautiful thing when you can actually do that, and you do it in your handwriting. Do not do this on a computer. Don't make a journal on a computer. Don't do that stuff. My dad's coming in. I'm probably going to have to do a part 2 to you guys, because he's going to start screaming. I can feel it now. Wait for it. He might be nice today. Today's Valentine's. Okay, he's gonna be nice. Anyway, so then when I filled out that journal, right, I burned it. Okay, I'm a fire sign. I burn stuff. You're an earth sign. You might want to bury it 6 feet under. I don't believe in burying stuff though, because the energy messes with the grid line of the earth, okay? So it's probably not a good idea to do that. I would just burn it, but I wouldn't burn it on your property. Like, I burned it down in Georgia somewhere. I just threw it into the fire. Nobody even knew what I was doing. I just threw it. That's your solution in action. If you're going through this wounding, right, in order for you to feel motivation again. And it's just a releasing of a old burdening timeline where you felt like you were to blame for no reason. So you separate yourself from a toxic timeline, right? And you get down to, okay, where do I want to go? And then you follow your intuition, right? So it basically elevates your intuition, right? So when it elevates your intuition, your vibration raises, because you can actually let go of toxic patterns that you wrote down in that journal. And it's good to cry, you know? Like, several times when I wrote in that journal, I cried, you know? Just, it's emotion. We're human, right? We're having this human experience. It's no shame. Just is what it is. But in order for you to have like a new love relationship, in order for you to experience true actual love, okay, you're going to have to go through this process of releasing the pain in order to get your motivation back. Your problem is motivation with work and building something for yourself. I'm not saying work for somebody else. There was this one quote I wrote down when I lived in Kansas City. I think it was like 23 years old at the time. And I said something like, and I put it on this one photo that I had or something. I might have been 25, I don't remember. Okay. I said, what was the quote? It was pretty good. I wish I still had the picture. If you don't build your dreams, someone else will hire you to build theirs. And then I looked up that same thing. Somebody else had made the quote, and I don't remember who made the quote, but if you don't build your dreams, someone else will hire you to build theirs. Okay, this is for Taurus. Okay, and that's what will happen. If you can't find your motivation, your passion, okay, for life again, then you won't be able to build, right? Okay, and work in your own thought form of, and most Tauruses that I know are very humanitarian. You're a lot like Aquarius, but you're an earth sign. So Aquarius is kind of like the humanitarian for the air signs, and Taurus is the humanitarian for the, well, I think I said that backwards. Whatever. It's Mercury retrograde already, pre-shadow. So you can harness it. And if you guys don't want to write stuff down, you can go outside and just release it. And maybe if you guys don't want to go get a journal, you just want to write on regular, like, loose leaf paper, that's fine too, because I'm seeing somebody do that right now. And you just write on that, and then you rip it up, and then you go outside and you throw it in the snow. Who am I to tell you to burn it or not? You know, by the time the snow melts, it's probably going to be completely evaporated anyway. If you don't write in pen, if you're going to do that, or ink, whatever. Yeah, the wounding, you know, we had to cut out of our life. It's 2020, and you have so much that's going to come into your life right now. I'm spending so much time on you guys. I don't know why. Maybe because my Taurus is in Jupiter, which is expansion, right? If you can get past the wounding, which is the situation, right? Then you can find your motivation, okay? And then once you find that, you can separate yourself from the toxic patterns of previous life, you know, or previous timelines in the here and now. And you will find new love. All right, that's all I have. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes.